Most dispensaries think they need more traffic to make more money. But here's the secret. You don't need more visitors. You just need more of them to buy. Most dispensaries, all they do is focus on getting the most amount of people to their website or their store. But what do you do once they actually get there? The top dispensaries aren't just chasing traffic to make more sales. They're focusing on conversion optimization. They're trying to get the maximum number of people who visit their website or their store to make a purchase. And the best thing about this is that you can optimize your website to improve the number of purchases you get without having to spend any additional money on marketing or waiting for SEO to kick in. I've personally helped dispensaries use this strategy, and I've helped them increase their sales from 20% to 30% to 40%, all without having to spend additional money on bringing in more traffic. So please don't disregard this strategy as an effective strategy to increase your sales. All right, so before we begin, we need to figure out why we need your website to convert better in the first place. If you look on this right-hand side, there's two different scenarios. You have scenario 1 and scenario 2. So this is the typical buyer journey of how people would typically buy online. First, they would visit your website, which would be regarded as a website session. Then 2, they're going to visit the shop page. So from the homepage of the website, they're going to click on shop now. The next one is they're going to visit the cart page after they figured out what product they want to buy. Then once they figured out what product they want to buy, they're going to go to the checkout, and then ultimately they're going to go ahead and make a purchase. Now, in a perfect world, all of the people who make it from step 1 in the website sessions make a purchase. However, unfortunately, that's typically not the case. So in this scenario, if we have 4,000 people visiting the website, all 4,000 people are not going to go ahead and make a purchase. At each of these steps, you're going to have a decreasing number of people who make it from step 1 to step 2, from step 2 to step 3, so on and so forth. So in this specific example, what I've done is I've associated a specific conversion percentage of people who make it to the following step. So from website sessions to shop page, the volume goes from 4,000 to 2,600, meaning that there was a 65% conversion. From shop page to cart page, it then goes from 2,600 to 962, which is a 37% conversion. And again, you get the point. So in these two scenarios, all I've done was adjust the conversion on the shop page visits from the website sessions by 15%, so 1.5. So here the conversion is 65%, and here the conversion is 80%. But what we can see down here, at an average cart size of $45, the difference in annual revenue is over $100,000. So this means that by changing things specifically on the website, you have a higher chance of essentially getting people to go to the next step. And the beauty of this is that you can go and immediately make these changes right now. Whereas for most marketing strategies, whether it's SEO, gathering emails and sending emails, doing billboards, whatever other marketing activity you want to do, typically there's like a lag measure to get it done. That doesn't mean it's effective. It just means it's not happening right away. The best thing about website conversion is that when you have optimized your website for conversion, you're immediately going to see those results because people are going to take actions on your website pretty much right away. So to summarize essentially everything that I said, what you need to know is that a good website helps turn visitors into customers. A high converting site increases sales and keeps customers coming back. And then this guide will show you how to make your website work even better. So what you need to do is look at your website stats to see where people drop off, figure out what stops people from buying or signing up, and then set a clear goal like getting more sales or signups. So the beauty about optimizing conversion is that, yes, one of the aspects of the things that we can adjust is adjusting the conversion for sales. How do we get more people who visit your website to end up making a purchase better or just a purchase more frequently? But conversion optimization works for anything else. So similarly, if you want to get more people to call your business, then you can do things to optimize people calling your business. If you don't have a phone number and you want people to fill out a contact form, you can do the same thing. If you want people to join your VIP program, you can do the exact same thing. So you really need to figure out what is your goal, what is your intention, what do you want to do, where are you at your phase in the business? Do you have a grand opening and you want to launch your first store? Are you a seasoned veteran in the space and want to open more stores and just want to tell your existing customers that you have another store coming in? We need to set the intention on exactly what you want to get done. What you then need to do is make your website easy to use. So the example that I use all the time is that you want to make sure that your website is frictionless and you want your customers to be able to have a seamless experience to be able to get what they want. So if you look here on the right-hand side, this is a client that we're working with, and this is the breakdown of how people actually visit their website. So we can see mobile here, PC and tablet, and then other. If you look here, we have 87% of people who visit this website coming from their phone, from mobile. Less than 10% is PC, 3% is tablet, and then other is 0.02. We can see that 288.5 thousand people who visit this website are coming from the phone. And I'm emphasizing this because most people, when they do a website build out, they build it out and they envision what it's going to look like on desktop and then don't even care what it looks like on their phone. So if you're going to go ahead and make some optimizations, where do you think you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck? It's obviously looking at your phone and seeing how can we do things to ensure that this is a more seamless experience for the customer. So the desktop, yes, it is very important from a purchasing standpoint and from a conversion standpoint of people who do look on desktop. But on mobile, it's even more important because we can see almost 90% of the people who visit your website will come from mobile. Now, this number might vary. Yours might be 75 or 80, but you can see it's significantly greater than 50%. So where do you think that you should be putting your efforts in? The second image right here goes through visitor drop-off per page loading time. So how long does your site take to load? And we all know you go visit a website, you get that scrolling wheel, you probably go click it off, or in this case, you're going to go check on your phone, and then nothing ends up happening. So we can see here that a 50% visitor drop-off spike for pages loading 3 seconds versus 2 seconds. So a 1 second difference results in you having a drop-off of 50% more people visiting your website. So one, we need to make sure your website is fast, and two, we need to make sure it's optimized for mobile. So to summarize, your site should be simple and easy to navigate. It must work well on mobile devices. Fast load times keep people from leaving, and then good images and branding help build trust. So what do you need to do next? You need to test your site on a phone and see if it's easy to use. In my previous video, I said, give your phone, give your website on a phone to the oldest person you know and ask them to make a purchase and see if they're able to figure it out. And if they're able to figure it out, you probably have a pretty good website. 2, check your page speed using Google Page Speed Insights. So if you Google Page Speed Insights, you can go and input your URL into the Google Page Speed, and then what ends up happening is that it'll populate a speed metric on the back end or on the front end. It'll show you exactly what your website page speed is, and then the things that you need to do in order to fix it. And then 3, make sure people can find important info like store hours and product details, right? As much as it is great to showcase your about page, realistically, for most consumers, they're looking to find product details, store hours, phone numbers, discounts, deals, sales, so on and so forth, right? Give the people what they want, right? And make sure you're giving it to them in a way that they are consuming your product, and in this case, it's on your phone. 3 is creating a homepage that sells. So this is the anatomy of a high converting landing page based, built by conversion sciences. This is in general what you'd be looking for in terms of the framework and the architecture or the skeleton of how your homepage should be built out. So the first piece is the headline, the clear and compelling offer, best dispensary in insert city. Then you have your quality visuals. If you have a website that only has text, it doesn't look very good at all. It doesn't build trust with the customer, so you need to make sure that you have the high quality visuals there. Relevant and persuasive copy. So in this scenario, this would just be more so, are you giving the things that your customers are searching for in the section of the website that they're going to see? So what I mean by that is that don't put your best deals and your best flowers at the bottom of the page. Put it higher on the page because that's where people are going to scroll. If you go and you look at your website, and this is what we do for our clients all the time, we see that this section of the website, this headline, this quality visual area is the most important piece of your website because this is what everyone sees once they land on the page. As you get lower and lower in your page, you actually get less and less engagement. Again, that doesn't mean it's not important, but you just get less and less engagement. So what we want to do is we want to do the newspaper strategy. For those who have read the newspaper or still read the newspaper, you have your main headline that is jarring, clickbaity headline saying, read this. And then you have the most important and pertinent information at the top. And then at the bottom, it gets less and less important. But what you want to do is you want to put the most important information where people are going to purchase on top. You're also going to have strong call to actions or CTAs. Buy now, order here, get weed, whatever it is. You want to make sure you have a strong call to action. And this call to action is typically a verb. Like I said, buy, view, order. Here is urgency and risk reversal. So you can figure out how you want to play this. So there are some dispensaries out there that offer a guarantee. If you're not happy with your product, feel free to return it within the next 10 days and then we'll return it, no questions asked, right? So this is essentially saying, hey, buy our product. If you have any issues with it, give it back at any point in time. And typically you'll find you'll get more people purchasing based on the people that are returning. Then the last piece is social proof. Having those testimonials there, having those people saying, holy crap, this dispensary is the most amazing, is exactly what you want, right? When you go on Amazon, what are you doing when you're comparing the products with each other? You're just looking at the reviews. This is the exact same thing. So you want to make sure you have all of these pieces on your website so that you can make sure that you're converting people who visit your website as best as possible. Like I said, we want to make sure we get as many people from the website session section to the shop page as best as we possibly can. And this is one of the things, this is how we go about doing so. So to summarize, your homepage should be clear and easy to read. Show what makes your dispensary special. Use a strong call to action like shop now. Make sure you have a button so that people click. I promise you this is one of the most important things, and it makes sense and it's something easily overlooked, but make sure you have a button that is easily visible. Maybe make it like bright red or something like that so people go ahead and click. Lastly, you want to have trust signals like reviews to make customers feel safe. Urgency, risk reversal, say, hey, these are our deals and these deals only last this week. So make sure that you get these products now. And then you can go ahead. It's like the whole McDonald's McRib, whoever eats the McRib, it disappears and then it comes back, right? And it is popular with a couple people, but it makes people buy, right? So same thing with you. You have your exclusive deals of the week and then you say, hey, these deals are going to expire at the end of this week. And then the following week will be a set of different deals. So what you need to do next is you need to highlight your store's best features on your homepage, whatever resonates best with your customers. In general, if you're doing deals and discounts, like your most popular product is probably flower pre-rolls, then other. What you want to do is you want to put those specific deals as high as you possibly can, because these are the things, or those are the things that's going to make sure that your customers end up purchasing. Step 2 is put call to actions in easy to see spots. Don't be scared to put call to actions on different parts of your website, right? Put them on the homepage in this header section, put them underneath the copy, put them underneath the social proof. Like at any point in time where your customer says, okay, I am ready to buy, like just internally, they're going to click the buy now button, and you want to make sure it's easy for them to see and easy for them to click. Lastly, show customers reviews to build trust. Next, use pop-ups and email signups the right way. We would love for people to go ahead and purchase things right away, but sometimes they might need some incentive. So over here on the right-hand side, you can see Marigold's offers a 25% discount off their first delivery order. So depending on what state you're in, you can do buy a cannabis product, get a cannabis product for $1. You can do anything, right? You can do join my VIP program and get 10,000 loyalty points when you sign up, so on and so forth, right? What we want to do is we want to utilize these pop-ups to just capture customer information. If you watch my last video on email, you'll understand how powerful and how important that is, because as much as we want people to purchase from us and keep coming back over and over and over again, we need to remind them, we need to send them emails, we need to capture the customer information so we can then make better data-driven decisions on what we can do with this information. So if you know that customers drop off after the 4th purchase, maybe you send them a discount after their 4th purchase so that they can come in for the 5th purchase, right? It's all about trying to figure out ways to make sure your customer keeps on coming back over and over and over again. So the things to know in this situation is pop-ups can help, but they shouldn't be annoying. Make sure, once they click X on the pop-up, don't bring it back immediately on the same session. Maybe give it a couple days if they want to come visit back the website, and then they're going to go sign up for the loyalty form or whatever pop-up that you have. 2, give people reason to sign up. You have to give a discount or a free guide, free consumption guide for beginners, whatever. Like you have to give some sort of value. Gone are the days where you can say, hey, sign up for my whatever it is, and then people give you their email. People hate emails, are getting spam emails. They hate getting bombarded. What you want to do is make sure that you give them a reason, again, like a discount, loyalty program, so on and so forth. And then lastly, send emails to keep customers engaged, right? Like discounts are great, but you can also use emails to showcase like, why are you different? What are the things that you do from a dispensary standpoint that separates you from dispensary down the street? Because let's face it, at the end of the day, we're all selling commodities, and what you want to do is make sure you can differentiate yourself from the person down the street. So maybe you have a rigorous process of selecting the best craft products. Maybe you have the best laboratory testing. Maybe you have exclusive drops that you can't get anywhere else, right? Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you send emails to keep customers engaged, because you want to make sure the emails are valuable and you're not just bombarding them with the same promotional emails that they're getting from everywhere else. So what to do next? Set up a pop-up with a great offer for first-time visitors. Second, create a freebie or discount for people who join your email list. And then 3, set up an email series to welcome new subscribers. To give you a quick overview, what you want to do is 1, you want to have a simple, fast, and mobile-friendly website to increase your sales. You want to have clear CTAs to guide visitors towards making a purchase. Your landing pages should be focused and distraction-free. Pop-ups and emails should capture leads without overwhelming visitors, and testing different versions of your pages help improve results. So what to do next, aside from subscribing and liking this video? You need to find 3 things on your site that need improvement. 2, you need to make 1 small change each week to see what happens. And then 3, you want to check your site every month and make updates to keep on improving, right? So a lot of the things and the themes that you're going to find in these videos is I'm going to give you the framework and the general best practices of what you need to do to push your dispensary forward and generate more sales. But ultimately, it's up to you to continue maybe revisiting this video over again to see what can you improve, what have you learned from the last time to, to improve the things from before. So anyways, I just realized this is spelled wrong. I promise you, I know how to spell. Anyways, like I said, go forth and conquer. These are the things that you can do to help improve your website, because again, these are some immediate changes for your site and helping you generate as many sales as you possibly can. Combining this strategy with all the other strategies that I'm talking about, you're essentially guaranteed success. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys later. See you. Bye. Hey, if you liked this video, according to YouTube, this is the next best video for you. Go ahead and click it now.